that y'all are kind of getting a sense of what your girl was going through.
Hey y'all, I forgot to make an intro to the second part of this story time. So right here, I'm just wrapping up the first part and going into the second part. If you haven't already, go ahead and watch the first part of this story time so you know what's going on. I'll have it linked somewhere over in the video. And let's go ahead and get into part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.
Picking up in the last story time, we're now March 2020. And this is a time of life where it's COVID, everyone's scared, and you're checking in on people that you care about, right? And when I met my ex-husband, I took a major exit from all social media. Like, I wasn't on anything. I had Snapchat, but I deleted the app, but Instagram account, gone. Twitter, gone. Like, I didn't have anything. Come March 2020, I get an email, y'all. Email. You know how not desperate, like, no, I'm gonna say it. You know how desperate you gotta be to email somebody? Email, y'all. Email was like, actually, let's pull this up. Okay, so I found the email. So March 2020. What's up with everything going on? I just want to see if you were okay. Been looking you for a minute. Am I blocked on everything? Was he blocked on everything? Probably. I don't even know. Like I said, I wasn't on social media. So, and phone numbers, I think I got my number changed. So, yeah, I did have my number changed. For me, I know y'all be like, well, weren't you married? Y'all, I ended up separating from my ex in April, so I was about to move. So I know, people had different views on that, but we just gonna say what it is. And once again, I was about to exit that relationship. And I was going through like COVID. I mean, everybody was going through it. COVID, sadness, depression, blah, 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 blah. So it was good to hear from him. And plus, it had been so long since I talked to him that I kind of had forgot, I guess you can say. And I was so wrapped up in life. Like, I had a child, I had been married, blah, 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 blah. So it was like, oh my gosh, a piece of my old life that kind of made me feel good is back. So I'm a indulge, I guess you can say. Or I'm a entertain. So I say, hey, I'm alive and well. I took a major exit from all social media and I like my life better that way. I hope I was well with you too. And we kind of just, he gets me to start, having conversation. I tell him that, I have a child, and I tell him I was married and separated. And that probably threw him a little bit. I don't really care though, because, I was gonna say, dude, if you would have acted right, everything happens for a reason. And I do want to make that clear that this is not a video of regrets, but if he would have acted right, there would have been none of that. Like, dude, you had a chance before everybody else. Every and anybody, minus my little boyfriend in high school. So I feel no. So we started talking. Also was telling me how he transferred to a university closer to home. And I was like, I did. I already knew that, but I was going to ask because I didn't want him to know that I knew that. And I was just like, that's great. And at that time, he's at home, but I'm still in Louisville where I was. And I knew I was going to plan to move back home, but it was like, wow, we're about to be it was always just like we were never in the same place at the same time. Like, you are home, now I'm there, now I'm home, and you're there. Like, so I was also more of that, like, if we just had the time, right? And I think, like I said, that's some of the reason that kept me so hooked on him for so long is just like we never had the time. But it really doesn't matter, because if someone wants it to work with you, it's going to work. We get each other's phone number. I'm not sure. I'm sure he did just what Casper usually does, which is we pick up on conversation and he goes no contact, doesn't reply. And I'm not going to keep texting you. Like, yes, I was very happy at that time to talk to him because, just wanted someone to talk to. And it's not like I was like oh, like I wasn't even in the same mindset that I used to be in college, like waiting on him to ask me to be his girlfriend, because I knew that's not where I needed to be, nor was that, you know, we're just reconnecting after not talking to each other for like a year and a half or so. So I was just happy to talk to him. And so we get each other's phone number, and I'm sure it fell off. I don't think I wrote about it or anything like that, because crazy ex-husband who reads journals, which is also a red flag, y'all, didn't write about it. But so fast forward November 27, 2020, I'm back home already. And I actually reached out to him. So as y'all see, I don't know when and where we stopped talking, but from March, I guess from March 2020 to November 2020, who knows, right? So I'm assuming he ghosted me again. So I guess I was really just, I don't know. I was sad going through it, whatever. So I messaged him and I say, I got the urge to message you. I hope you are well and staying safe out here. How are you holding up? Did you have a good holiday break? I hope to hear back from you. And he responded, was it 3:30 in the morning? I was really sad, girl. I sent that email at 3 in the morning. So he did respond, and we ended up talking. It's through email still, because I don't know, I guess since he didn't respond to my text, maybe I was like, maybe if I email him and, you know, whatever. I guess we ended up texting or something. And he had told me that he was in and out of LA with his brother. And I don't know what happened from November 2020 to March 2021. Once again, I don't know. It's just weird, y'all. It's weird. You know, I was healing. I had just moved back home. I was going through it. But I guess at that point, any time that he was willing to pop back up. So I guess now this is what, the 4th or 5th time. I can't even keep up how many times he's ghosted me. He pops back up in March 2021. Hope all is well. Still wish the best for you. Y'all, this is still email. All is well. I can't complain. Hope the same for you. And I said, I wish you well in your business endeavors. And then I said, if you're ever in Memphis, let me know if you have some time to sit down. It would be nice to see you. Consider it done. I'll be back this summer. So this is 2021, right? So we had kind of started talking about, like, he said, oh, I saw that you wanted to get into investing. I started some paperwork for a capital firm and blah, blah, blah. You know, I could show you some examples if interested. First of all, yes, I want to learn. But second of all, yes, like from you, like, what girl doesn't want to learn something from a guy she likes? Like, that's like a dream, right? Especially, you know, any attention you are going to give me, I want it. So, yeah, and plus I was, you know, trying to start my life over. Like, yeah, I'm not looking to be your girl, but I would just like some familiar face, some good company, and to learn something, right? Of course, we never correlate even a phone call, never correlate anything. We're talking on Snapchat. I added him back on Snapchat, and he was like, I just realized I had been blocked for years. Yes, we established this, like, you were blocked. But we're talking, so it's kind of cordial, but it's not like serious or anything. But, you know, like, once again, those feelings that never went away or never were addressed were obviously still there. I don't know if he ghosted me, but we never end up sitting down talking about anything like that. So I don't even know why he said it if we weren't going to do it. So here comes May. Now, I graduated in May 2021, and I took a little solo trip / you know, went to go hang out with my friend or my cousin and her friends and stuff in LA. And I was like, okay. I remember contemplating on what to say, when to say it, how to say it. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in LA. And he said he was in LA. So should I be like, I'm in LA, like, do you want to hang? Or should I be like, I'm going to LA, will you be? Like, what should I say? Like, I want to let him know that I'm here and I'm close, right? And so I reached out, still email y'all. This is another thing. I'm crazy. Why am I emailing this man and I'm not good enough to have his phone number? This is not no business deal. But so, hey, I will be in the LA area this week meeting some friends. I wanted to see if you were still in town. him, I'm in another state right now and missed my flight today due to snowing bad. I will be there tomorrow around Newport Beach. Okay, cool. Well, I'll be flying in Wednesday and staying until Sunday. I'll be in the West Hollywood area exploring until my friends get in on Friday, because I was there by myself, because I like to travel sometimes by myself. It looks like you are pretty far out, but I don't have much planned for the first couple of days if you want to meet up and show me around. I'm thinking like maybe we can do something. Maybe, you know, he's always in LA. And I could tell on his Snap too, like he would be posting like he's in LA. Like so I knew he would be in the area sometimes, but I don't know. I just still had that hope that just maybe it was just not the right place at the right time. Not the right place at the right time. He said snowed in. He said snowed in. I said, it's all good. I'll just see you whenever you get back to Memphis. I didn't want to come to LA and not reach out since you told me you were there. I hope the weather clears up for you. At that point, I was content. I was like, you know what? I tried. I reached out. I did. And it didn't work. So it's cool. Whatever. Like, I tried. This is what I don't get about guys. Like, why lead it on if you have no intention on following through? He said, 2 days later, I said this May 11th, you know, I hope the weather clears up for you. May 13th, what you doing late tonight and tomorrow morning? I don't have any plans for either, just seeing where the wind takes me. Like, I was gonna be, like, when I travel solo, I'm in before dark. So, you know, I was just gonna explore, go out to eat by myself. You know, like, do whatever. But if you was gonna be there, then I'm free, okay? And maybe that screams too thirsty. I don't know, like, I don't know. I said, what did you have in mind? He said, when do you leave? I have something in mind. Leave it to me. I hate when he would, like, try to sound like he just got it together and did it. So, as of now, I'm leaving Sunday. I was trying to see what you were thinking because I have a gap in between me checking out of my hotel and my cousin getting into town. More excuses. He says, my brother just caused me to miss my flight. My sister gets into LA tomorrow, so I would definitely be there tonight or tomorrow. Boo. Well, tonight I'll be with my cousin. I'll be further out than where I am now. I would like to see you out here, so I guess I can just play it by ear when you get here. This was May 14th, right? He said he was going to be there tonight or tomorrow. Do you think I heard from this man when he was supposedly be there? Do you think he said, hey, I'm not coming at all, or hey, I'm here, but I'm busy? Hey, like, it's the communication, y'all. It's the communication. Like, obviously at this point in life, I wasn't crazy about trying to be in a relationship, but like, obviously I still like you, or I would not be talking to you. So ghost. But yet, watching my Snapchat stories, sees I'm in LA, and I was in LA for like 3 or 4 more days after he said he was going to be there, you know, earlier. And he's watching my stories, but has not texted me back on hanging out. Classic Casper, y'all. Classic Casper. I get back to Memphis May 23rd. And it's crazy because I got back to I got back to Memphis, and for a week, I did not have my daughter with me. She was with her dad. And the next day that I'm about to get her back, he says, dinner, ? I had all this time to be free. And now you want to ask me to dinner? Like I do, I say, sure, text me. So we get to texting, and I remember this. I don't think I wrote about it, though. We get to texting, and he's like, okay, I get in town this day. I have to pick up this rental. I don't know when I'm going to have it just yet, but I told my sister I'm going to take her to the fair. And granted, the fair was in town for multiple days. I don't know why he had to take her on that day. But I feel like, I know, like, your family is important and stuff, but, like, it's me. Like, you can take your sister to the fair any other day. Could you not? Like, so he said he had to do that. I was like, okay, that's fine. So this is where Casper got cut off. This is where I finally said enough is enough, y'all. So I told y'all I got my daughter back, you know, that week. And he asked me to dinner like on a Friday night or something like that. And, you know, he was like, first, before he asked me to dinner on Friday, he was like, breakfast, question mark. And I was like, I was working and I was like, no, I can't do breakfast. But if you would have gave me a heads up, I could have taken some time off. He don't text back. So all these texts are so gapped, you know, once we had moved from email. Wednesday, I think he said, let's do Friday, right? He says, Friday should work 100%. I don't know how something should work 100%. It either is 100% or it isn't. But I was like, okay. Thursday, I say, hey, I'm just confirming, you know, that we're good for tomorrow night. I need to, you know, get childcare in order and stuff. And I didn't get no text back. But I had already asked my aunt and uncle to keep my daughter. He never texted back all of Thursday. But we had made plans already. So I was like, I mean, that's kind of weird. But it's Casper. Like, I really want to see him. And just sit down and talk, right? And got to Friday night, dropped my daughter off she was spending the night, so I had all night. He never texted me. He never texted me. And I think I felt so like, it was just, I don't know, it was really, I can't really explain how I felt because I'm sure it was some form of hurt, anger, sadness, but it's one thing to play with my time, right? But becoming a mom, even though it had no negative effect on my daughter, I planned her time for him. You know, like I planned for her to be somewhere else and made arrangements for her so I can spend time with him. And you don't even respond to my text. No, that was enough. Like, I'm not gonna plan out time. Like, it was just anything regarding my kid. Like, I'm super, like, defensive about and, like, just on edge and, like, will really just snap. And that was enough. Like, I made arrangements for my kid to go somewhere so I can spend time with you and you don't text me back and you ghost me. Yeah, that's the last time on that. And that was that. Haven't heard from him since. And that's it. That's the story time, y'all. Like, I don't want to go into a whole like lesson at the end of the story time, but just know that like it took me having a child and realizing that, okay, he's going to play with my time. It don't matter how old I am. You're unreliable and I deserve better. And you're not going to F with my time or her time because you are immature and can't communicate and respond. I think I held on, like I've said, for so long because of the potential of what it could have been. But that's never enough, y'all. If you want someone to be with you for real and you are serious about someone and they're giving you the runaround, they're ghosting you, they're not responding, like, people make time for what they want, okay? And I don't care how busy someone is. If you are a priority to them, they will make time for you. Or if they can't make time, they'll communicate that they're literally that busy. And if quality time is your love language, it's just never going to go with someone who doesn't communicate what's going on. So that's that story time, y'all. That's how I cut off Casper. That is how that has ended. And I'm really happy about it because I don't know what his purpose in my life was. I like to think that his purpose in my life was a filler. Like, talking to him because I was so serious or crazy about him it kept me from doing other things. It kept me from talking to even worse people. Like, at least Casper's just going to waste my time. But this person over here may actually be crazy. Like, you know, I guess that's kind of how I reason it in my head. It was a long time running, but I'm I guess I'm grateful for what I learned from it. And it really, I got inspired to make this video because I actually saw a YouTube video about closure. And I mean, not closure. I saw a YouTube video about why men ghost. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was just an option to him all this time, and I just couldn't see it. And I just thought that, you know, maybe if we were in the same place at the same time, then maybe it would work. But it never was going to work. I was always just an option to him. And I just want y'all to know, like, a man, a woman, whoever, they will make time for what they want. And if you feel like you're not getting the time that you need to be fulfilled in a relationship, then it's time to let it go. All right, y'all. Well, if you like this story time, please let me know in the comments so that I know that maybe I can, you know, make more. I don't really think there'll be any more stories about Casper because I kind of tried to wrap everything up about him in one story time. But if you want me to try to pull up any more stories, I'll be happy to do so. Leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.